free agency is upon us. And I mean, if you haven't already can't already tell, we are ecstatic about all the things that are going on. But I mean, first and foremost, I mean, we know we're going through this. We've been absolutely busy, but before we dive into all of those guys, Will, I don't know that I expected any of this. Even in like my wildest dreams, where I was like, all right, we're gonna get like 10 people maybe, but like what, 13? Is that the number we're up to? 13, 14?
Yeah, I did not expect this volume this quickly. Like, I know they had holes to fill, but part of the reason we're going into free agency, we kept talking about what we want to talk about, and I was being so conservative with you on like, I don't know what to say because I don't know what they're going to do. We don't know what Adam Peters is going to do as the head man in charge with Dan Quinn. And Adam Peters in his press conference as general manager said that the free agency supplements the draft, but you build a roster through your draft. So I did not feel like it would be a whole like spending spree, but it's been a spending spree.
Yeah.
But it's been a very calculated spending spree. So I'm going to say that and let you get your 2 cents in.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely what I want to focus on, is the fact that not only, I mean, we've literally done this in the best way possible. Not only have we got a bounty of guys, I mean, 10 plus like we talked about, but then also, like you mentioned, the fact that it's just, I mean, I don't want to say nickel and diamond, but you have a couple guys on 1-year deals for, $5 million. You have a couple guys on, hey, it was 2 or 3 years, and they're still getting $8, $9, $10 million. And you're just sitting here like, ooh. And not just the Trey Turners, not the bad people, not the Norwell, all those guys. You have quality guys that can start immediately on your team. It kind of points to exactly what we've been wondering. Where does Adam Peters, where does Dan Quinn and Josh Harris, what direction are they going? And they're showing it. I mean, the cards are on the table right now, and I'm gonna tell you something, Will. I'm telling you, I don't want to play Madden. I don't want to get out here too early, but I'm starting to put some of these players on that depth chart on that list, and I'm kind of like, we might be some contenders. Not to get ahead of myself, but
so like, I mean, Misador is correct where he's like, we got abundance of cap space and we've got a locker room that needs some overhauling. And so absolutely, like, yeah, we did, but they also said they weren't going to spend all of it. And we were hearing from the local reporters were saying, look for a lot of short-term deals. And I'm thinking to myself, like, the guys that are going to take 1-year deals are going to be folks that are like coming off injury, that old and needing to prove it. So I'm like, what type of quality are we going to get? And they've added a couple of those contracts, but they've also been given still short-term deals to guys that are instant impact, instant starters. Where it's going to be like, we're going to give you some money, and you're going to help us turn this around, but we're not going to lock into you for 6 years like we did Landon Collins. Now, yes, his contract was structured to get out after 3, but regardless, we're not putting those numbers out there that look, outrageous. And so it's been very exciting. I've had to have Twitter refreshing every 20 minutes because I'm like, what did I miss? Right. All the time. There's been so much, and there's still more to come because there's guys out there that are probably going to fit, including some that just signed in the last 4 hours. And so it's like, they're doing work. Here's my thing. These guys can start signing as of 4 p.m., which means they're going to start flying into Ashburn for press conferences and to ink. How are you going to introduce all these guys? Like Zach Ertz just did his intro press conference.
Today. Right.
What are you going to do? Like, he's going to line these guys up at a big table and say, go ahead, ask away. Like, how do you do this?
Free for all.
Oh, man. There we go. Misador, he said it. The Washington Contenders. Here we go.
Our time is now. Let's go. But I love it, though. I love it. And the fact that they're getting all these guys in here, you're making all these moves. And to your point, this is 2 days. It's in 2 days. The first 2 days, and we are really putting it out there. And honestly, I'm eager to see exactly how and where each of these guys fit and who we might need to look into further down the line.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go. The Washington Commanders. There it is.